You've heard of Santa Claus, the jolly man who brings gifts to good children. But have you ever wondered what happens to the naughty ones? Deep in the snowy alpine folklore of Germany and Austria, a much darker figure emerges from the shadows on Christmas night. A creature so terrifying, he makes a lump of coal look like a grand prize. This is the story of Krampus, the Christmas devil. Forget everything you know about a gentle warning from Santa. Krampus isn't here to leave a note. He's the sinister counterpart to the benevolent Saint Nicholas, a horrifying demon-like beast who walks alongside the saint, ready to deal with the children who misbehaved all year. His legend is one of the most enduring and chilling tales in European folklore, a story whispered to children for centuries to keep them in line. So, who is this terrifying creature? Imagine a figure that's part goat, part demon. Krampus is often depicted with a monstrous, hairy body, usually brown or black. He has the cloven hooves and long, curved horns of a goat, and a long, pointed tongue that lolls from his fanged mouth. His face is a mask of pure menace, with piercing eyes that glow in the dark. He carries a bundle of birch branches, not for decoration, but to swat naughty children. Even worse, he sometimes carries a sack or a basket on his back, not for carrying presents, but for carrying away the exceptionally bad children to his lair. The origins of Krampus are ancient, predating Christianity itself. He's believed to have originated from pagan traditions and nature spirits in the alpine regions. When Christianity spread, these old beliefs didn't just disappear. Instead, they were often blended with the new traditions. Krampus became associated with Saint Nicholas, creating a perfect balance of good and evil, reward and punishment, while Saint Nicholas would reward the well-behaved with fruits, nuts, and candies. Krampus was there to ensure the naughty ones received their due. The night of Krampus, known as Krampusnacht, takes place on December 5th, the evening before the feast of St. Nicholas. On this night, tradition holds that Krampus roams the streets. In many towns in Austria, Germany, Hungary, Slovenia, and the Czech Republic, this legend is brought to life in a terrifying way. Men dress up in elaborate, frightening Krampus costumes, complete with wooden masks, animal hides, and loud, clanging bells. They run through the streets in what's known as a Krampus laugh, or a Krampus run. This isn't a gentle parade. The purpose is to be scary. These Krampuses chase after people in the streets, rattling their chains and bells, creating a chaotic and thrilling atmosphere. It's a spectacle of festive fright, a way for the community to playfully engage with the darker side of the holiday season. It's a primal, visceral experience that connects them to their ancient folklore. So what exactly does Krampus do to the naughty children? According to the legend, his methods are far from pleasant. The mildest punishment is a simple swatting with his birch branches. However, for those who were truly wicked, the stories get much darker. It was said that he would stuff them into his sack and carry them away. Where to? Some legends say he would drag them down to the underworld. Others claim he would take them to his lair in the mountains to be eaten. It's a truly frightening cautionary tale, designed to make any child think twice about misbehaving. The relationship between Krampus and St. Nicholas is a fascinating one. They are two sides of the same coin. On December 6th, after Krampus has made his rounds, St. Nicholas arrives to reward the good children. In some traditions, the two figures actually travel together. St. Nicholas will call the children of the house forward and ask their parents if they've been good or bad. If they've been good, they get a gift from the saint. If they've been bad, he points them over to his terrifying companion, Krampus, who is waiting to deliver his form of justice. This duality reflects an older, more balanced view of the world, where light and dark, reward and punishment, exist side by side. It's a stark contrast to the modern, purely commercialized version of Christmas that often glosses over any sense of consequence. For many years, the Krampus tradition was suppressed. In the 20th century, some governments and religious groups tried to ban Krampus celebrations, viewing them as inappropriate or even demonic. They wanted to promote a gentler, more sanitized version of Christmas, focused solely on St. Nicholas or Santa Claus. But you can't keep a good demon down. In recent decades, Krampus has seen a massive resurgence in popularity, not just in Europe, but all around the world. People are fascinated by this dark, complex figure. Krampus parades, parties, and festivals have become popular events. He's appeared in movies, television shows, and comic books, becoming a pop culture icon. Perhaps in our modern world, we crave a little bit of the darkness and danger that Krampus represents. He's a thrilling escape from the saccharine sweetness of the holidays, a reminder that Christmas has deep, ancient, and sometimes terrifying roots. The Krampus love, or Krampus run, is a sight to behold. Imagine a cold winter night, the air thick with the smell of wood smoke, and the sound of distant bells. Suddenly, the noise grows louder, a chaotic symphony of clanking metal and deep, guttural growls. Out of the darkness, dozens of horrifying figures emerge. Their wooden masks are carved into grotesque expressions of rage and glee. They wear shaggy furs, and giant, menacing horns curve from their heads. They brandish their birch sticks and rattle their chains, their movements wild and unpredictable. They charge through the crowds, playfully terrifying onlookers. People scream and laugh, caught up in the exhilarating fear. It's a folk tradition that feels incredibly alive and primal. The costumes are often handmade, passed down through generations, each one a unique work of art. The masks, in particular, are masterfully carved from wood, capturing the terrifying essence of the Krampus legend. Participating in a Krampus either as a spectator or as one of the beasts, is a way of connecting with a history that stretches back for centuries. So, this holiday season, as you hang your stockings and dream of presents under the tree, remember the other side of the story. Remember the clatter of hooves on the rooftop, the rattle of chains in the chimney, and the long, pointed tongue of the demon who walks with St. Nicholas. The legend of Krampus is more than just a scary story. It's a powerful reminder that our actions have consequences, that for every reward, there is a reckoning. He is the shadow of Christmas, the darkness that makes the light seem so much brighter. The story teaches us that even in the most wonderful time of the year, a little bit of fear can be a good thing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment or follow for more folklore legends.